some stuff, and we'll see how it works out for him. And if he can't work, then Carson will take those reps that Pat doesn't. So we have full confidence in Carson. If he has to step in and play, then I think everybody, coaches and players, have full confidence that he can go in and do a nice job. Look for the challenge of playing the Texans. We know they're a heck of a football team, and working on that whole playoff thing. And D'Amico's done a nice job with that team, along with his coordinators. They likewise have put together a real strong offense and defense. Special teams, one of the top in the league. So, very well-rounded football team. Anyways, with that, time's yours.
Coach, do you have a hard and fast rule on, you got to practice this much to be able to play, that you kind of set out there so it's not, you're not leaning one way on what you want it to be at the time?
Yeah, I think this one's a little bit more day-to-day. Let's just see what he does, how he does, feels. He's always honest with me, so he's going to shoot me straight on it. And I'll be able to see him. Today's a lighter day, so we can get him in there and moving around a little bit.
Andy, to that point about he'll always be honest with you. Obviously, he also wants to play. How do you break down that conversation to try to really get at where he is?
Yeah, he'll talk to me. The doctors will talk to me. Trainers, keep it open. Once you're out of the game, he'll shoot you pretty straight there. So it's during the game that his juices are growing.
Andy, obviously it's 3 games in 11 days. You've got a game 4 days later. How, if at all, would that factor in your decision to play Patrick on Saturday?
Yeah, listen, if he can go, he'll go. If he can't, then he can't. I mean, that's keep it that simple. We're not, that's how we'll roll with it. So, and then I'll just take it day by day and see how he does here.
But at this point, there is a chance that he can go. He's not being
Yeah, there's a chance. Yeah, we'll see.
Does it factor in? I mean, you're in a position now where that 2 wins and you get the number 1 spot. Does that affect your judgment at all?
No, not necessarily. I mean, the games count. So it's a game in the NFL, and it counts. And if your guys can play, they play. I mean, as long as it's medically, if they're fine, they go.
What do you learned about Carson in your time here with him? What do you like about him if he has to play a lot for you?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's started in the league and been successful. He's got a great feel for this offense. Very smart, big arm. I like the way he carries himself. I like everything about him. He should be starting in this league somewhere, So he's a heck of a player.
Andy, what's the plan this week for Hollywood and for Steve Nelson?
Yeah, so again, just seeing them, how they're doing it every day here. Stevie will probably need a little bit more time than maybe what Hollywood will need, but just let's take it day by day with those guys and see where this thing goes. We released Clyde, so we have a spot available. We've got these injuries that we're juggling here, so we just got to see how that goes before we move somebody up or down or whatever each wants to do with that thing. But we sure appreciated Clyde too for all he did here. Love to get him back sometime too. So what a great kid he is.
You mentioned this last time we talked to you on Friday was Hollywood just practiced. How did he come out of that as far as what you saw you wanted to see?
He felt good. He felt good, moved around well, took quite a few reps. It wasn't a leg injury, so he's been working his legs. He's one of those real good endurance guys anyways, but he's been working his legs throughout here. It's just a matter of this whole thing and how it feels when he's going. But the doctors have really said it's healed up nice and looks good. So we'll just see. I'm gonna do just like you are. I'm gonna play it by ear and see how we do here. And if he can go, he'll play. If he can't, then he won't. You know.
Andy, he's been through, Patrick specifically has been through obviously multiple ankle injuries. I know you would not want your quarterback to get hurt, but the sport is violent. Is there experience that you could use based on him playing through these injuries multiple times that can either help with the game plan or just give you better trust in like how he's going to play if his mobility is obviously limited?
Yeah. So you don't want it so limited that he can't get out of the way of things. I mean, but again, he knows. He's had enough of these where he knows kind of where he's at, and he's able to communicate that. So I listen to it, and our docs check him. Rick, he was living with Rick and his crew yesterday, so and he'll do the same today. I mean, that's how he rolls. You know, he likes to play, so I mean, but he's honest with it too.
Coach, in your study, how did you feel like Joe Tooney did out at left tackle? And if Humphreys is out of the mix, will you stick with Tooney?
Yeah, I'm weighing that, but I thought he did a nice job to answer your question, your original question there. The guy he was going against is one of the best in the league, and he held his own. He had a few where he got caught off balance, but I thought he battled his tail off and really, for just throwing him out there, did a nice job. He's got, when you think about this now, he's played every position and done well, and a pretty amazing guy that way.
The last few, Sarin, Jeremy, and Sam. What's Sarin?
Coach, I know you like to, you're going to design a game plan for the skill sets of the guys you have, and Carson and Pat are going to be a little bit different, and then you like to talk to them and what do they like. Does it put more stress on you and Matt and the staff to kind of maybe have two game plans, when you're here not knowing?
Yes, sir. I'll tell you, one of the things, those two guys are very similar in what they like, which helps. I mean, that helps. So you can feed them both kind of the same thing, and they're good with it. So, there's no more stress than you normally have. It's not a stressful deal. I mean, I'm not trying to meet deadlines. So.
Andy, with your offensive experience, how do you try to help a quarterback like in Carson's case who's had success and then now has to sort of reset their career as a backup and try to get their footing again?
Yeah, well, I love the way he goes about his business. And, when you listen to Pat, you go, well, why isn't this guy starting somewhere? That's the conversations you hear with guys that are in that room and coaches and players. And so, I'm hoping that he gets to keep going. Selfishly, I'd like to keep him here, in his position. But I kind of know what's going on out there with quarterbacks, and this guy is, I think, really good. So.
I think Sam's got his already, so we're good.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Taylor Swift was not able to make it to Travis Kelce's game on Sunday amid a busy birthday weekend, but another key member of her Eras Tour crew managed to connect with the Kansas City Chiefs star tight end, Swift's lead guitarist and vocalist Paul Sidoti, who has toured with the 14-time Grammy Award winner since 2007, performed at halftime of the Chiefs game against the Cleveland Browns at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Sidoti and Kelce met after the game, and the musician shared a photo of them together on Instagram, revealing the inside story of their post-game interaction. It was a homecoming for Sidoti, who grew up in Strongsville, a suburb of Cleveland. On Monday night, he shared a long, heartfelt caption celebrating the occasion, along with pictures of himself, Kelce, former Browns quarterback Bernie Kosar and others. What a great weekend in my hometown of Cleveland, Ohio, performing AC/DC's Hell's Bells for the Chiefs at Cleveland Browns game, Sidoti wrote. He shared that it was the first Browns game that he had been to with his wife and kids. He gave special mention to Kosar and the fans he met, saving a shout-out to Kelce for the end of the caption. P.S. Great catching up with that guy at Killatrav, Sidoti said, suggesting they had met before. Kelce attended 14 of Swift's shows on the record-breaking Eras Tour during its nearly 2-year run. giving him plenty of opportunities to cross paths with Sidoti. Although she didn't make it to his game in Cleveland, Swift spent time in Kansas City earlier in the week. She spread love at a local children's hospital and reportedly celebrated her 35th birthday on Friday with Kelce. She didn't miss much from Kelce on the field against the Browns. The Cleveland Heights native finished with 4 catches for 27 yards on his homecoming, but the Chiefs overcame an injury to Patrick Mahomes to get the 21-7 win over Sidoti's Browns. After completing a massive tour that spanned 149 dates, raked in over $2 billion globally, and earned the title of the highest-grossing tour ever, Taylor Swift is enjoying some much-needed time off after the Eras tour, and is looking forward to a slower pace of life in Kansas City with her boyfriend Travis Kelce. She will be going to Kansas City and staying there for some time during the next few weeks to be with Travis and show him love and support. A source tells The Sun she wants to witness another potential championship season for the Chiefs. The 35-year-old is reportedly sad the tour is over, but there is a major silver lining. She's apparently keen to spend some time away from the spotlight, as evidenced by her very quiet 35th birthday celebrations they had with just them two. After touring for almost 2 years, the Sun source explained that Swift is hoping to live the simple life for a while and take things easy. Roles have been reversed between her and Kelce, as the NFL season heads into its most critical weeks. Though Travis is the one that now has the busiest schedule of the two of them, the source added. But she is happy they will spend time together, having nice dinners, relaxing, and baking. Christmas will be a special holiday for both of them. Christmas will be a bright spot for the couple, and they will be spending the holiday together this year. Travis and Taylor love birthdays. They also love Christmas, and they are so looking forward to that, the source concluded. Travis kept some more unique presents in his sleeve for Christmas time. He loves to surprise Taylor and get her some very nice gifts. According to a source who spoke to Page 6, Kelce organized an intimate party for Swift where she could be celebrated with the people who matter most to her. He also gave her all manner of luxurious gifts, including roses, engraved jewelry, and more. Travis had jewelry engraved especially for Taylor. He gave her countless roses and showered her in gifts, said the source. He hired a private chef and bartender to cook and make cocktails for them. He had his gifts delivered beforehand so they would be a surprise.